Today's Spotlight. Yumi Radio was originally founded in 2009. Back then, it was called Advanced Media Production. After winning first place in the Jamaica Broilers Fair Play Awards, the company ceased operations around 2012. In December 2018, the company was rebranded and brought back into operations with new ownership, and in February 2019, it launched its first radio station, Yumi Radio, under the call sign WUME, DB, New York. Yumi Radio is a digital radio station, owned and operated by UME Digital Media Inc., a digital studio and multimedia company, headquartered in Bronx, New York. Our brands are committed to inspiring, educating, and entertaining people through transformative and empowering content. Our mission is to reach 1 million households, touch 1 million lives, and showcase 1 million brands. Get the Yumi Radio app for the full experience, available via your Apple and Google Play stores. If you want to listen on the web, you may go to app.umiradio.com or via our website at www.umeradio.com. Our content can be watched on Carib Vision. You can also listen in via Amazon Music, iTunes, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Google Podcast, Podbean, TuneU, Live 365, Spotify, Stitcher, Player FM Listen Notes. For all business inquiries, contact us at info@umiradio.com. This station is 100% community funded. To support us, please visit umiradio.com/get involved. Subscribe on YouTube, Instagram, and everywhere online at UME Radio. Thank you for supporting us. Yumi Radio, positive entertainment 24/7. Underneath it all, who are we sexually? Bible, Cufflinks, and Stilettos, with Giselle St. James. For mature audiences only.
Watch Bible, Cufflinks, and Stilettos on Carib Vision, midnight on Mondays, and Friday nights at 11 p.m. Sponsored by Women and Men of Excellence Outreach Ministries.
I am an author, so my book Things Left Unsaid Before I Do is about questions that I wish I had asked or I had gone in depth in before I got married. And that those questions would have clarified certain aspects of the marriage to probably help it to be a bit better. I mean, not everything that the counselor or premarital counselor can help you with, but at least those basic things I believe should have been covered. So that's what it's about. A little over a year after I got married, that was my first marriage. I was at work and I thought about some of the issues that we were having, and I decided to just it started out just by writing them down in my diary, and writing things about them that I wish I had known and how to better deal with it. That's how it started. You can find my book via Shopping Assistance JA there on Instagram. And if it is that you want to order it via online, you can order it on Amazon. If you want to contact me, you can contact me via The Unfiltered by J, that's on Instagram, or Gloria Adigold on Instagram.
I am just hoping if someone purchased this CD. It's called a spiritual erotic expression of love. Yes, if it is mostly geared to couples, and this will help to inspire couples to be more mindful and be more appreciative of what God has given them. And it's a very good stimulator to build up yourself in the bedroom. Yes, it's highly sexual. Yes, so it has that mindset for you to think on sex. That's what it's all about, because God ordained it for marriage. So if you are married, you should be functioning at the junction. And this CD does help to stimulate your mindset. So if you have lost your buzz or lost your fizz or whatever it is, you better get right down dirty diggy with it. Come on now. We're not going to neglect that part of our marital bed. We know a part of marriage is communication. You're verbally talking, but also connecting with your body is another form of communication as well. So this CD will certainly help you in that area. It will, if you have a little slow in that area or something kind of offbeat and you kind of lose it, like I said before, come on, put that spot back in there, honey, and get back on that horse. Okay? All right now. I ain't joking now. This is real. Okay? God said marriage is honorable, the bed is undefiled. So you better work it. Come on, you got your husband, got your wife, work it. Make that bedroom spicy. Come on now. I'll work it. Because let me tell you something. God made marriage for a reason, and it's for us to enjoy each other. So it's important for you to spend time in that place as well. Not only, like I said before, communicating through mouth, connecting with each other, praying, doing different things, but also get jiggy in the bedroom. Okay? So this CD will definitely help you in that area. Trust me. Yes, it's kind of heavy. So if you got issues and got some, things about sex, about your body parts, well, I don't know if you can listen to this, if you can contain yourself, because this is highly sexual. I ain't playing. Okay? So get your copy today at the website. Oh, trust me, it will blow your mind. You get a little tip of it at the website, but I want you to order it. And once the order comes through, I send the copy out to you. You just order it on the website, and it's $5, and plus you pay shipping and handling to get it to you. So, and order one for your couples. You got your young people getting married. Thank God, some of them are getting married. Give them a copy in there. Give them a copy of the CD in their gift bag, or something, whatever you're doing. Throw a copy in there. Buy a few. Give out to married couples to spice up their relationship. All right. So thank you. God bless.
All. Who are we sexually? Bible, Cufflinks, and Stilettos, with Giselle St. James. Monday nights at 10 p.m. For mature audiences only.
Hello. How are you doing? Check in. Come on. I need you guys to check in because it is time for Bible, Cufflinks, and Stilettos. Welcome, welcome, and happy Monday, everybody. How are you doing? How are you doing? Guess what time it is? You know it's time for us to talk the things them, don't it? Yeah, man, we're going to talk the things them and we're going to always tell the truth because on Bible Cufflinks and Stilettos, we not only talk about, issues or couples may face, but we make sure so we talk the truth to them face because they need to know what they're doing. Probably need some little work. Them need to tweak it. They need to make sure that what they're doing is something that's satisfying. They have to make sure that what they're doing is not just satisfying to them, but satisfying to their partner as well. Tonight in our show, we are doing part two, as I said, of the post coitus press conference. Listen, last week was a show and a half. We had so much fun. So tonight we're going to be hearing from the male perspective, and we're going to make sure that him talk the things them the same way them supposed to go, don't it? Yes, man. I have with me tonight Mr. Lyndon Dawes, and we're going to be introducing him a little bit later. But I'm sure that you want to know a little bit more about me. You see me every week. You know me. I'm your author. I'm your counselor, Giselle St. James. Ready to bring the heat, ready to bring the truth for you tonight in this show. Of course, you know that we are on every Monday at 10 p.m. and you can catch us here on YouTube on the UME radio page. And you can also catch us on Carib Vision. Don't forget that. Right now, I am going to be asking you to just check in. Tell me who is here. Who is here? Who is here? Check in and let me know where you're from so that we can shout you out. Remember, we're going to have a fulsome conversation tonight. We are going to talk the things them because them supposed to be spoken. Yes? All right. So, hi, Satin Brownie. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Bible Cufflinks and Stilettos. Now, coming up in our show today, as I would have mentioned, we're talking about the post coitus press conference. Did she really climax, if you had to ask? Did she? Hello, entrepreneurs alone. Yes, man, we're going to talk about the things them. Remember to call your friend, tell a friend to tell a friend, and don't forget to call that one ex who needs to hear this. That same ex that always asks this bag of questions after the things them go on and all of them things there, yeah, man. They need to come and talk. They need to come and listen because we're going to start the things them. Yes, man. So is the question necessary? And did she really climax? If you had to ask, I want to tell you that Megan Thee Stallion has this song called Freak Nasty, and she mentioned a line in the verse. She said, I ain't come, boy, if you had to ask me. I did not enjoy that if you had to ask me. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce my guest tonight. He is Mr. Lyndon Dawes, and he is the owner and operator of ATEJA, that is Adult Toys and Entertainment Jamaica. Welcome, Mr. Dawes. You're muted. You're muted.
Million. Oh,
Welcome,
thank
handsome.
you for
Welcome.
having me.
Yes, yes. So, Mr. Dawes, talk to me about these whole questions that persons tend to ask right after them get a little something, something. Is it
I
necessary?
mean, no, I don't think so. But first of all, I think a lot, a lot of our men, like especially Jamaican men, a lot of them are. I don't want to say them asking, to be like sarcastic, but for some of them, like, it's a serious question because they don't know. And in all honesty, you still have women who they don't even know. You
True.
understand? Because
True.
you have women here that they've been having sex for how many years and all of this, have picnic all of them, so, and they have never had an orgasm.
Wow, that is true.
You
That
understand?
is
So
true.
I mean, for say yo the man of ask, it depends on. I think we should look at it the other way and say it depends on why he's asking. If you say
Mm.
no, is he gonna ask? Okay, so what can I do better? Like, what should I have
Mm.
done? If that is the reason he's asking, then it's a legit question.
True. True. True.
You understand?
So,
So,
how about the whole idea of if he had to ask, it means that him never do not much then.
and may I say, probably it's true. Probably it's true. I mean, if it's a case where him asks, like, if him never make you come and him turn and be like, yo, how much time you come? Then
Yeah.
nothing like you feel be like, well,
Mm.
you understand? But
Mm.
if it's a case where he's like genuinely asking, then you can't. I mean, I do understand that if you really have to ask, then she probably didn't. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, like sometimes when I have for help, like guide them and them, I do understand how it's like women always feel like some man must just know how to please them. Nah, different strokes for different
Mm.
folks. He probably did that same thing to another girl, and she did probably done out. So
Whoa.
you get what man say?
Yes, 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 yes. As I would have said last week, sex relative. So what you do for me, I may not enjoy. But if you do it to somebody else, they
They
will be
might love
on
it.
top of the mountain top.
Exactly, exactly. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's just different strokes for different folks. But at the end of the day, like if and a lot of people don't like. For me, I really think so, a woman coming and having an orgasm is like two
Mm-hmm.
different.
Ooh, ooh. Come on, talk about it. Let's differentiate now.
You
Talk
understand?
about
Like
it.
it's different levels. Yeah, she probably did get a, she get a little nice feeling, a little.
Mm-hmm.
But when she have a orgasm like that body shaking, because it's one thing, like if most, I don't know if most men know this, but when a woman really comes or when she really orgasms, her vagina muscle spasms.
Come
And
on, come on.
it is, she can't fake that. You see me? No matter what
Mm-mm.
she do, you can't fake a muscle spasm. You cannot fake
Mm.
it. Involuntary. So don't watch the
Mm-hmm.
one them, don't watch the
Or the
nice, don't watch
scream.
nothing. If you feel that happen, or and next thing you can judge, like if you even put your hand on her leg and you feel the foot them just a shake and go away and go away and
Quiver.
go away. You see me? Or
Yeah.
when she get up,
Yeah.
when she get up off of the bed, you see she have to lean back on the bed or drop up on the bed because
Or
my foot
drop
not there.
down. Drop down. Drop down. Drop down.
Exactly. So there are
Yeah.
signs, but me nah go, like I just do understand why women would just want to bash the man for asking. I think
Mm.
it is all about the context in which
Mm-hmm.
it is asked. Because a lot of the times, the thing about it is, if you know how to please yourself, then you can
True.
guide someone to please you.
Mm.
So if him really asks, and you say, here, okay, when you there lick it, instead of lick it up and down, go side and side.
Silent side.
You
Yes.
understand? Or when you lick it, just put your whole mouth over it and hum while you're doing it. If you can
Mm.
guide him and he's willing to try and follow it or trying to deviate from what would be his norm, it's a legit question.
Yes, 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 yes. Wow. I never even thought of that because, whenever I am asked the question, I always look at him like, so you never in the room. So I never me and you.
Sometimes,
Adobes. How?
sometimes I mean, when me know and foot a shake and can't get up and all that, I'll be like, so you no plan for come, and they be like, what you mean that? You know me,
Yeah.
no, when I run for take out my wonder, tie up and put,
Right.
me no, I
Right.
got help. So I am making sure that
Yes.
comes.
That's right. That the come reach.
Yeah, but positive, it I go reach, but I have to ask.
Yes, yes. So do you think though for some men it is a confidence issue or maybe an esteem issue or something like that? Why
Um,
they ask?
I think so. Because at the end of the day, like most men would want to know that if they had sex with someone, it was pleasurable for them, or they were able to please the woman or make she come or whatever. Because it kind of hard, and remember, say man, very prideful and so and ego. So it
Mm.
kind of hard for when time him done and so it's just nothing. She like, oh,
Mhm.
you understand? So
Mhm. Yes.
I mean,
It's tough.
it goes both ways, and also it also depends on the person because if he's like one of them dominant macho kind of perfectionist kind of man there, and then him realize that oh shit, it actually can't achieve it or can't make it come.
Mhm.
We can turn one or two ways. I can either drive him, if he might try 10 million times to do all kind of things until you come, or I'll be like, yo,
Mhm.
she can't be pleased and he might just not fuck with
Yeah,
it.
and he will just forget all of that and not bother with it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I understand that because when you ask questions, you do expect your answers, and it depends on the answer that it can either mess up a man's psyche or it will cause him to just change his tactics. Of
Right.
course, when we answer as women, we want it to be something that is helpful, but sometimes we women, we don't know what to do to make ourselves reach that orgasm.
That's what I'm saying. Because I've seen people even like send me a video of masturbating, and I'm like, bro, you're doing it wrong. like, what, what are
Mm,
you doing? You're doing it wrong. You
mm,
understand? So
yeah.
I mean, and a lot of that is because here in Jamaica, like sex was such a closed topic, and nobody never did that tell them, say, yo, explore your body, like try new stuff,
Yes,
heal up
yes,
yourself. It's
yes,
okay to
yes.
masturbate, all of them. And so
Right.
you find, so you have like a whole generation where literally they were kind of just having sex to have sex, like having sex to have
Mm,
kids. The man them did that
yes.
rack up numbers and rack up picnic, and the woman them did just I man that and they want sex, so she just give sex. But they were really
Mm-hmm.
experimenting and trying stuff and all of
To
that
know what the pleasure is
to
about.
know the pleasure part. And so you have
Mm-hmm.
so many women that the first time they actually had an orgasm it was when I they bought a tie from me. I
Wow.
mean the simple stuff like even a little bullet, the little one speed bullet and such. I said,
Wow.
then a damn thing I can want. Like, me never feel this in my life yet. And I say, yo, but
Wow.
like 3 kids, and you mean, yeah, like you're 40 something, or you have 6 years.
Wow.
You went through 30 whole years.
Wow. Wow. But hear this question or this comment no from Miss Bryan. She's saying sometimes men act too arrogant. So the moment you try to teach, he acts like he knows it all. Ooh, what do you think about that?
Um, Everybody personality is different. Of course you will have that kind of man, but at the same time you just have to decide if you are going to keep giving your vagina to that kind of man.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
understand? Because funny enough, most of the
Mm-hmm.
time, the man them who have the arrogant kind of something is usually the man them who you say is a top man and he probably have money or whatever. And
Yes.
so no matter how arrogant him is and no matter how how bad the sex is, you still gonna have sex with him because at the end
True.
of the day, a lot of women and a lot of women are having sex as a means of getting money. And so if the
Mm-hmm.
big man who mind them and I buy this and I pay for that and whatever, it don't matter
Yes.
how bad it is, wanna still a good do it.
Yes.
Now if
Still.
that is not the
So
case and
true.
the guy is just like arrogant or whatever, like you still have a choice of if you want to give him back your vagina.
Right, right. And see, Satin Brownie is saying we need to hold ourselves accountable for what we choose, accept, and prolong. And it is so true. And she also says that he behaves that way sometimes because he too feels like it is transactional. And that's true. Some men, because he knows that I'm going to exchange it for something, him no need for
Exactly.
please
He don't give a
nobody.
shit. Exactly. I mean,
Yeah, him
to
no
be
need for please
honest,
nobody.
if me decide say yo, me I go to somebody and I know that the only reason why they're having sex with me is for my money. The only
Mm-hmm.
reason I am coming to you to have sex with you is for me to come.
For
I don't
your
give a
pleasure.
shit if
Yeah,
you
you
came
don't
or not.
care.
This is
You
a
don't care.
transaction. The transaction
Right.
is you get rewarded with money, I get rewarded
Mm-hmm.
with back home. Now, if we're both
Yes,
having sex
yes.
just to have sex, then the exchange is supposed to be I get a come, you get a
You
come.
come. Mm.
You
Yes,
understand?
yes,
So
yes.
the whole mentality and how the situation and the whole act would be approached would be different,
Right, right. Yes. Wow. That is
you know.
so, so, so true.
And
So
also
true.
like I don't understand like some of these people like them don't really talk. They don't
Mm-hmm.
communicate like from before for say, all right then like I like this. I am into this. Like
Mm-hmm.
this is my spot. If you suck right here, if you do this, if you do that,
Mm-hmm.
these
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
conversations are not had. And so they end up having sex and it's like what the fuck? I don't know if I can cut. It's like
Yeah.
what the
Well,
freak,
yeah, yeah.
you know? And
Right.
so that also plays a major part in it too is just communicating, saying what you like, saying
Mm-hmm.
what you don't
And I
like, saying what
love
you're
that
into.
communication.
And I feel like
Right.
that should be like one of the early conversations too,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because it don't
Yes.
make no sense. You
Yes.
sit down and build up all of these feelings and everything, and then when you get there, you find out say, okay, then you might like oral sex, him don't want oral
Don't
sex. You
want it.
like get tie up,
Right.
him don't want tie up. You like backshot, him
Mm.
like missionary. So
Yes.
there basically when you get to the sex, there's absolutely no chemistry, no nothing, and so your heart is probably in love and your brain is probably in love, but your vagina is sad.
Sad. So sad. So sad. Trust me. And we have not even looked at the whole idea of getting to know ourselves. So, as I said, the conversation don't even happen. We just feel like, say, because I love you, you love me, automatically, it's going to be like, no,
Exactly. Yeah.
no.
You
It's
understand?
not
So
always going to be like that.
yes, a lot of the times, I mean, all of those are factors in it. But
Hmm.
in real life, like when you get it in, like if she have a real orgasm, bro, you know,
Yeah. You don't have to ask.
you know,
Yeah.
you know. Like I've been in, I'll catch asthma attack on them. Yeah, you know them. You know, you see, go
Yeah. 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 Muscle contract, you're there passing out.
listen
Listen,
on. Yeah,
I ball, live in
yeah.
your water, ball down the place.
You see, you get up off of the bed because you want to go to the bathroom and you can't walk, you creep on your
Yeah,
hand where you put
walk.
them in the water going
Listen to
like,
me. Listen to me. I remember one time I dropped down. It was funny, but I dropped down. My legs were no use to me. Listen.
also, let me tell you our next big problem. One
Mm-hmm.
of the biggest problem is who no fault. Uno woman. a fool no fault
Whoa,
because on the way there, I wanna have sex with some of them man. I wanna fake this, I wanna fake that, I wanna
me,
fake, I wanna tell the man say, oh yeah man,
me.
it was good and it was the this and it was the that when you know it was trash and so
It
then
was
a next
trash.
woman suffer because of your bad decision because him go
It's
to the
me.
next
It's
woman with the
me.
same trash.
It's me. It's me. It's me. I know.
Or
It's
go
me.
to the woman with this, no, make him go to the next woman with the same
Same
trash,
trash.
thinking saying
Yeah.
him do something the whole time on the day. Knowing that it burn me. A
Yeah,
phone of
it's me.
fight.
I'm sorry. I apologize. I apologize
So
to the whole
if me
population.
exactly if me come and me have sex with you and you make me feel like say yo I did such a wonderful job and I'm such a great star and all of this and all of this, why should I change? Because
Mm-hmm.
everybody say, yo, yeah, star, she did a
Yes,
moon,
yes,
she did come,
star.
she did this.
Yeah.
Why should I change?
True. 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 Here's a question. Do you think married believers that are Christians, that those are the person we're talking about,
Mhm.
are having these kinds of pleasurable experiences?
Um, Honestly, I think that no, with society being a little bit more open and um, there's a lot more things that people are now being exposed to because of cable and these songs and a lot of that. I feel like more people are trying to experiment. But the thing about it
Mm-hmm.
is that a lot of the times they end up experimenting with someone else other than their partner because they
Ooh.
might have been together for such a long time. So she might want to try something. And she has said, boy, no,
Yeah.
sir, John not try that. John not in
Not gonna
that
try
way. And
that.
so
Yeah.
she looks outside and to have these experiences. Meanwhile, John is probably doing the same exact thing because he
With
must say, oh,
somebody else.
me know say she not try that, she not try. And so he looks outside and it's funny because on Instagram I've done like the whole questionnaire thing where you can just
Mm-hmm.
like send in whatever. And I've seen where couples send in and say them want to experience the same exact thing, but they are both saying that
Wow.
my partner would not be into that.
Mm. Mm.
You understand? So a lot and that also comes back to communication. Like just ask,
Yes.
bring it up so you know,
Yes.
so from what they am see this and me I feel like, oh you feel about it. Like you know think, oh, could I try it? Like I don't get what can be so bad about having a conversation and at least trying it once.
Once.
If you try
Right.
it once and you are that uncomfortable, you really don't like it, then don't do it again because I
Again,
feel
right.
like say,
Yeah.
yo, once you're married, that is your license to be a freak
Yes,
freak.
man.
That is your license
Sexplore.
to do anything where you want to do.
Anything.
If you want to have sex in a church on the pulpit with your wife, a for no business
Anything.
is for
Yes.
no marriage. So listen up. Me I get married June, no, mega freak. I will be a freak freak.
I'm sorry for Rachel. Even though I'm not sorry for Rachel because Rachel enjoys that. I don't care. Rachel loves that.
She's
So
like,
yeah. Yes, Rachel, I know that. I know that. You're good. You're good for that.
so, but I don't get it. Like, this is the person you're married to, and like a lot of the times they know each other for so many years and all of that. So, I feel like you should at least be comfortable to have the conversation. Although I
Mm-hmm.
know now I know some man dark and ignorant and whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
there are ways to gauge it. You know, you can just say, "Yo, like for instance, if you want to talk about anal sex, but you with a man where you know say, burn out them thing right through and so on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, you know, on in this relationship, all and not have the same kind of sex where one day you can just say, boy, baby, you know, say if you have a friend named Keisha, just make up one friend and I said, baby, you know, say me I hear say, boy, she try one little thing and when she have sex, the man push his finger in her bottom and she squirt up a place. See how him react. Gauge
React,
him
yes.
reaction. Because if at first you know
Mm.
to say, yo, what the Bob? And then you see him there on so oh yeah, say so then no, you know, say kinda in check,
That's
you
an
know.
it.
It,
That's an in.
that is something you understand. So gauge your partner like you're supposed to know this person. Ask leading questions. Don't just fling it on
Yes.
them. Just ask simple little
True.
leading questions, and
Mm-hmm.
you can judge by the response that you get. To say, all right, then probably we need for not do that one. There, make you come back to that one,
Right.
and then you figure
Yes.
one next one and you try it. So
Wow.
yeah, I think they
Yes.
should. We're not going like say Christian people not have sex. We're not go to church if you not see Wally picnic. Where do you think them come from?
But the thing of it is that if they are having pleasurable sex, as Satin Brownie says, we need sexually happy ministry leaders. Sex not really talk at church, you know.
Listen,
Sex
I
not
only
really
need
talk at
listen
church.
up. Only need for like we always think of like some of the biggest freak them like they do everything like the one that
In
must
church.
surprise you and shit. They're at church every
In
Sunday
church.
in the choir on the
In
stage.
church.
You get what man say? Like it's human nature.
Catching the Holy Ghost.
Yeah, it's human nature. Sex is a natural thing. So just because them a Christian or whatever, that's okay. Like, matter of fact, you can pray while we're having sex. God will
Oh,
bless them.
yes.
Sex.
Listen, I have spoken in tongues while having sex because it was so
You
good,
see?
man.
Yeah, I don't mind. You can say the Lord's Prayer with my penis in your mouth.
Of
That's okay.
course. Of course. Of course. You know, Go Inspire Jamaica Foundation says learn him and
Well,
learn how to
exactly.
speak with him for positive outcomes.
Funny enough, like even now I have a olive oil that's at the house, and I got
Mm-hmm.
it. Like when you get it blessed, like it's a
Yeah.
consecrated
Oh,
olive oil, and I
wow.
only use it really for sex.
So you having spiritual sex
You
right
didn't know
now?
that? You never know so that that oh
Yes. So Satin Brownie says you should know your partner to know how to communicate effectively with him. A relationship is a lifetime of knowing your partner. And it's not knowing just in terms of okay, me know your name, me know your likes and dislikes, but also knowing what pleases them sexually.
yeah, as I said, like a lot of it is communication and just talking and so because and I think a lot of people just get stuck in the thing that when we did meet each other, it's like yo, me never in a that and you never in a that. But then as time went on, we are evolving. Every day that we live, we are
Mm,
evolving. Our minds are
yes.
evolving, and so over time, like things change. And just like how women get bored with just having the same kind of sex, like men are also the same thing. Like
Oh
they get
yes.
bored with just having the same kind of sex also. So every
Yes.
once in a while, like just test the waters. Like for
Mm-hmm.
instance, I know women will say, yo, my husband, him now make me buy no sex toy, me. Cause me they have one before and him take you and dash you away, and I say, yo, cause you did it the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
She did just go buy one tie, man up, go in Nigeria for something, buck up one tie.
Look up on it.
You get my man said, I said, no, and I say, you do it. I said, what you do?
Mm-hmm.
You say, when you buy the tie, he just send him out one little sexy video and said, babes, so me get something
Oh,
for us to try
yeah,
tonight. Because you see,
us.
the minute you say
Yes.
us, you just
Yes.
included him in your decision.
Yes.
You understand? So you say,
Yes.
yo, babes, so me see something, what they and so me buy it for we try tonight. Boy, me can't
Yes.
wait for you come home, me see. Right there, so
Yes.
in mine run. You see, worse if you go take all a little quick video and
Quick
send to
video.
him all their
Come
work.
on. Come
You
on.
get what I say? And then also like another way is even when he gets home, like sit him down, like right beside the bed, in front of the bed. If you want to teach him how to please you and say, baby, may I give you a show? Really and truly you want to show him
That's
how to
right.
use the car.
That's
But yeah,
right.
baby, may I give you a show. So to
Yes.
him in a field, man, you are doing all of this to please him for his show
Yes.
when you are really trying to show
Yes.
him how him to use the tie. And you look at
Come
him and say, yo,
on.
you can't touch me until me tell you.
Woo!
And then when you show him what to do after that, you say, all right, babe, come here now.
Your
Come.
turn.
You understand?
Yes.
And you make him go boom. And so that way, he is introduced to this toy as okay, this is a us thing. This is for us
Mm-hmm.
to better the sex, for
Yes,
us to better what we are doing. It's not a you need a vibrator
exactly.
because me
No.
not do my job
To
or whatever.
enhance what we already have.
Exactly. It's just how you presented the situation.
Man, of course, of course. And
You
I can
understand?
talk about that, with my own husband. That was how I was with my husband, and him never ramp. Forgot use it for me. Quick time. He was ready
Listen,
to use it on me.
we have a drawer right beside the bed. And the funny thing is, like, she don't use them. Like, she will
Mm-hmm.
not use it by herself. She's not a master beater. You get
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? But she loves when we use it together.
Yes, 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 yes.
You feel
Of
so every once
course.
in a while, yeah, man, me stretch over and just reaching at the drawer. From reaching at the drawer, see she there on Jesus. Especially if I'm
Yes,
tired and I not know whole heap of energy. Me, I need a little help.
yes,
Please. Yes,
yes.
answer.
You're gonna need some help. Oh my goodness, man,
So,
man, man.
yeah, it's just how, like, in and most of the time in relationships like that have that, they're usually sexually satisfied.
Yes, yes, yes. Wow. Listen to
You
me,
know,
Lyndon. I have to get you back here. We are so out of time right now. I have to get you back here. My guests love you already. Listen, so we have to get you back on another conversation.
no
Lyndon,
problem, man.
thank
Just
you
let me when you're
so
ready.
much. Of course. Thank you
Send me the
so
link so I
much.
can download this whole video and save
Of
it and post it,
course.
please.
Definitely. And remember, guys, go on to, can you tell me where we can find your products?
Easiest way on Instagram, it's at ate.876.ja. And from
Yes.
there, you can get the WhatsApp information and everything else. Or you can WhatsApp 876-837-8426.
Yes, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, in any sexual relationship, it always starts with communication. Whether you want to have a pre-coitus conference or you're going to be having a post-coitus conference, the questions are important for you guys to gel together and know what it is that pleases each other. Tonight has been wonderful. Thank you to my guest, Lyndon Dawes of ATEJA, for coming and talking the things them the way them supposed to go. I know my guests loved him. He is so frank and honest. So thank you. This has been Bible, Cufflinks and Stilettos. I have been your host, Giselle St. James. I'm so honored to be your host as always. If you liked what we discussed tonight, if you have questions or you want to add to the conversation, please feel free to like, comment, and share. If you have questions, you can send them in an email to info@familyalltheway.com or family@umeradio.com. If you need support beyond the show or for exclusive clips and offers, visit our family empowerment program at familyalltheway.com. Also, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media at UME Radio, #UME Radio. Thank you for joining me tonight on Bible Cufflinks and Stilettos. Join me next week, same time, same place, as we talk about more of the things them that's going to help you in your relationship. Until then, have great sex as the Lord intended.
Underneath it all,